I'm Ted Keys in Pasadena, California. Welcome to my Tuesday conference call, a free, high-powered meeting I hold live every Tuesday for top producing freight agents. Go to tedkeysonline.com for complete call information. Then join us weekly to see new, serious, struggling, and experienced sales professionals move more freight efficiently, effectively, effortlessly, and make more money financially. So watch my recorded call topic highlighted there on your screen right now. Then go to tedkeysonline.com and hear more podcasts, read more blog posts, watch more videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. Enjoy watching and applying my Tuesday conference call. Let me mute everybody out here. Hello and welcome to my Tuesday conference call. I'm Ted Keys, your top freight agent training expert here in Pasadena, California. This is a free, high-powered meeting I hold live every Tuesday for top producing freight agents at 2 p.m. Pacific time and 5 p.m. Eastern time. On the call today, I'll show you how to move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly so you make more money financially. And after the call today, go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, to hear more of my podcasts. Read more of my blog posts, watch more of my videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. When you arrive at my Freight Sales Success Store, you will see a number of products available, products that will get you going and on your feet to moving those required loads. It'll bear with me. The first product that you'll see is my flagship product. It is called my Freight Sales Success Guide, typically for beginner and beginner and struggling freight agents. A lot of people that come to me have had very poor training in this profession. This will get you on your feet, my Freight Sales Success Guide. If you're looking for that daily motivation to get you going, get you picking up the phone and connecting with the marketplace, then opt for my Freight Sales Success Quotes. If you're looking for those specific skills, and a number of skills, actually an infinite amount of skills are required to be successful in this profession, then get my Freight Sales Success Skills. All of these products are available for purchase today at my Freight Sales Success Store. And while you're there taking in all this free information, just click on the contact link. Click on the contact link, that'll take you to my contact page, and enter your contact details. What's that going to do? Well, it's going to get you on my contact list so I can send you your personal weekly invite to this and every call. And just by getting on there, you're going to receive, just by getting on my contact list, you're going to receive the attachments that I send out for each and every call. And also a freebie, a big freebie that I will give you, just again for opting in, and that will be my free report, 11 Ways Freight Agents Will Increase Their Income. Bear with me. And question, if you have any questions today, or are you ready to join our top producing freight sales team, then give me a call. That's Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141. I will say earlier that free report, 11 Ways Freight Agents Will Increase Their Income, has been downloaded thousands of times before. Topic for today goes hand in hand with my free report, and that is 11 ways freight agents increase income. Yes, that is the two are the same. 11 ways freight agents increase their income. I will be going over my free report point by point today. So for those of you that are on my contact list, go to any one of those email invites that I sent you today, and scroll down to all those attachments on the bottom. Today there's going to be 9 that I'm going to go over with, and we're going to go over each one by one. So just go ahead and click open that first attachment, and that is 11 ways freight agents will increase their income. Just go ahead and open up attachment number 1. If you're looking for the best ways to increase your income, then follow this guide here. Follow this document, follow this attachment, follow my free report. It will show you specifically how to become successful, not how to become successful, but how to actually increase your income. These are not ways that you're just gonna, click a button and all of a sudden you'll be successful. You must take these, folks, and you must apply them. So go ahead and open up that attachment like I said earlier, and let's go over 11 ways freight agents will increase their income. The first way that you as a freight agent will increase your income is by, point number 1, diversify your product offering. You must diversify your product offering. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, most agents offer full truckload service, but forget all about partial truckloads and LTL loads. LTL is less than truckload. That's what LTL stands for. That's what that acronym means. Now, while margins for full truckload typically range from 10 to 20%, partial truckload and LTL shipments are likely to range between 20 and 35% gross profit margins. Not only will it increase your income, but it will make you more valuable. Again, you're increasing your options. You're increasing your service offering to your customers, so it'll make you more valuable to your customers, as well as position your business when a potential economic downturn comes around. And trust me, they do come around on average every 7 years. So the first way you're going to increase your income is to diversify your product offering. Number two, the second way that you're going to increase your income of these 11 ways is sell value versus price. Again, sell your value, the value that you bring to the marketplace versus price. What do I mean by that? Well, a common mistake agents make is focusing too heavily on price when talking to their prospects, initial prospects, and your future customers. Remember this: win on price, lose on price. If you're gonna use price, you're gonna win on price. And typically when you win on price, it's gonna be the lowest price, which means you're going to lose on price. That's what that saying says. Not all agents are created equal, so focus on your increased value that you bring to the table and stop focusing on being that lowest, cheapest bidder. Again, focus on the value, your value. Each of us has different value that we bring to the table. Focus on your value. What is your value? I don't know. You will know after you get into this and build that foundation that I was talking about earlier. As an entrepreneur, over the last 20 years, I've realized that good customers, not only good customers, but great customers are focused on value first. Again, great customers are focused on value first, and price is typically a distant second or even a third. So your second way is to sell your value versus price. Anyone can be the cheapest bidder. However, when your value starts coming out, that's when your customers will notice. The third way that you will increase your income is to clone yourself. Way number 3 is to clone yourself. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is to hire and train staff, which allows you to spend more time focusing on profit, generating activities such as developing new customers, as well as winning market share within your existing customers. So by hiring people to do the little stuff, it allows you to get more involved and more in depth with your existing customers, because there's typically a lot of freight that you're not moving when you're the only one in the office. So that's what clone yourself means. If you're going to grow, it means giving up a little bit of control, but when done properly, the return on investment can be huge, depending on how you put this application into process. What would you do if you could buy back 20 hours of your current week and invest it into profit-generating activities, i.e., getting on the phone with more contacts, doing more sales calls, face-to-face visits, strategic carrier development, and networking? What if you had an extra 20 minutes to do that weekly, and you had individuals, let's call them employees or airlings, to do the heavy lifting and do the remedial part of your profession? I would take 20 hours in a second to apply that to building my customer base. So number 3, the third way is to clone yourself. Fourth way to increase your income is to get more organized. Let me say that again. Get more organized. The profit of a business, I take it back, the profits of business are directly tied to the productivity of you, your people. So getting more organized and prioritizing daily activities reaps huge dividends. I cannot stress that enough. Don't make it complicated, okay? Getting organized is not complicated. It's more getting focused and then getting organized. The key is recognizing that not all activities are of equal value. So prioritize the most important activities first and delegate as many of the rest as possible, as I talked about in cloning yourself. So way number 4 is to get more organized with your daily operation and the system that you develop around your profession. The 5th way to increase your income is to diversify your customer base. That's the 5th way to increase your income, and that is to diversify your customer base. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, the fewer customers you have, the more susceptible you are to revenue income fluctuations. What do I mean by that? Well, would you rather have a business doing 1 million in sales with 70% of it coming in from 3 customers, or would you rather be doing 1 million in sales with 70% of that coming from 10 customers? Again, what you're doing here is you're spreading out your income potential over more customers. You'll have less income fluctuations and significantly enhance your opportunity for growth by diversifying that customer base. So diversify your customer base. Either diversify it or get more business out of more of your customers. Don't just rely on those top tier customers that are giving you most of their loads. Diversify it, break it down, get more business from other customers that you're moving freight with. So number 5 is to diversify your customer base. The 6th way to increase your income is to negotiate better. 6th way to increase your income is to negotiate better. The fact of the matter is, on a $1,500 shipment, a $50 increase in sell rate or decrease in buy rate will only increase your profit margin by 3%. That's all it's going to increase it on a $1,500 load. At a 60% commission, however, it adds 30% to your commissions. When you multiply that by 4 loads a week, it really adds up and you end up with $6,000 more in commissions in your pocket at the end of the year. Who would not want to have $6,000 more commission in your pocket at the end of the year? Just be aware that anytime you increase your margins, you will make more money. Let me say that again. Whenever you increase your margins, again, this goes hand in hand with negotiating better. Don't be the low price leader. Whenever you increase your margins, I take it back, you will make more money. So number 6 is negotiate better. 7th way to increase your income is to network more. 7th way to increase your income is to network more. How can you network more? Well, too many times as a freight broker, we find ourselves tethered to our desks, tied to our desks, cemented to our desk, and chained to our office. Unfortunately, that's part of the profession. Well, but that doesn't mean you can't or shouldn't network. LinkedIn and Facebook, as I found out, have made it much better for a busy broker or agent to network. Great ways to network using social media. Since I've joined in LinkedIn, it's become a part of my daily routine. All it takes is 15 to 20 minutes per day, and the return on my investment has been incredible. Get linked in with me and I'll be happy to answer any of the questions on how to just get started and build your profile. So 7th way is to network more, specifically with social media. Hey, if you're going to stay chained to your desk, network more using social media. So network more is number 7. Number 8 is ask for referrals. Now this is the simplest way that you can, because referrals are the best type of new business that anyone can generate. So number 8, ask for referrals. Network and referrals are quite similar. However, they're still different. Getting easy customers through referrals is like a hot knife, just going straight through butter. The best salespeople, the best freight agents, freight sales agents and entrepreneurs all ask for referrals, and you will too once you see how profitable it can be. Not only how profitable it can be, but how easy it is compared to just picking up the phone and calling somebody cold. Don't limit asking to referrals to just customers. Well, what else can you use? Well, smart agents get carrier and employee referrals, as well as I stress on the lead generation page of your Freight Sales Success Guide. If you want to see how easy it is to get referrals, just get my Freight Sales Success Guide and go to lead generation. I tell you how easy it is to get referrals there. Number 9, that's the 8th way, is to ask for a referral. The 9th way to increase your income is to continually build your contact list. Again, this is one of the most important ways to increase your income, and that is to continually build your contact list. Keep adding contacts to your list daily. Refer to my recipe for success, again, in my Freight Sales Success Guide. Whether you're cold calling, talking to drivers, networking, or getting referrals, none of it matters if you're not getting contacts and increasing your list. My saying is this, basically, in a nutshell: they who have the most contacts and communicates with them effectively wins. Every time I get on a conference call, I attempt to talk to those that are really generating the income. Again, these are beginners. And why do they do it? Because they continually build their contact list. They continually adding, at a minimum, again, this is just a minimum, 3 contacts a day. If you want to do 4, you want to do 5, you want to do 10, that's your choice. I stress 3 per day. So continually build your contact list. That is the 9th way to increase your income. 10th way is to use better technology. This goes hand in hand with the freight system that we use, and that is to use better technology. Time is money says it all when it comes to technology. Utilizing better technology significantly increases your productivity, and in turn, it's going to increase your income. Great example is the proprietary TMS system that we use with LDI. The agent help desk we have, and the support system around it. With advanced technology like this, freight agents like ourselves move more freight with less issues. Isn't that the truth? Ease of use and quick access to market intelligence makes all the difference between who wins the load, the truck, and ultimately that new customer. So use better technology. You may be thinking, hey, my company doesn't have that type of technology. Well, then it's time to make the switch. Come on over to our office with me, Ted Keys, and LDI, Logistic Dynamics. That's number 10. The 11th way to increase your income is to create raving fans. Create raving fans. Hey, this is like you're up on a stage doing a performance. People are only going to show up when they're a fan of you. So a raving fan is a customer that's so beyond satisfied that they're willing to go out of their way to tell someone about their customer experience with you. Again, that's with you. Satisfied customers are no longer enough today. One of your main goals is to get your customer to think of you first and only time when they have to move their loads. If they have a load to move, the first person that you want them to come into their mindset is you. All right? So in doing so, you're going to be the one they call and eventually the one that moves the load. So 11th way is to create raving fans. I'm going to go through this list real quickly again. 11 ways to create to increase your income. The first one is to diversify your product offering. Second is to sell value versus price. Don't be the cheap bidder or the cheap guy on the list. Number 3 is to clone yourself. Number 4 is to get more organized. Number 5, diversify your customer base. Number 6 is to negotiate better. Number 7, network more. Number 8, ask for referrals. Number 9, continually build your customer list. Number 10, use better technology. Number 11, create raving fans. All top 11 ways that will increase your income. Is it going to do it magically? No, you have to take these ways and actually apply them to your daily duties, not only daily, but weekly. Take these, just start with one. Start with, take a choice, building your contact list. Get your 3 contacts daily. Once you get into the groove, then add another one. Don't attempt to do all at once. Just start with one. So 11 ways freight agents will increase their income. Let's move on to attachment number 2. Again, for those of you that are on my Gmail contact list. Attachment number 2, I'm going to talk about the law of consistency, because this goes hand in hand with increasing your income. If you're going to increase your income, you must be consistent. And you must be consistent daily. You must be consistent weekly, monthly, yearly, if you're truly going to increase your income and become the successful freight sales agent that you have goals and that you desire to be. So let's talk about the law of consistency. Now, do you desire to grow your business? Well, if that is the case, then consistency, to be consistent, as I said, daily, weekly, monthly, is the key. That's your main key. If your desire is to become more disciplined and consistent in your performance, then you must become disciplined and consistent in your growth. The two go hand in hand. How do you accomplish that? Well, I'm going to ask you 4 questions, 4 main questions for improving your consistent growth. Question number 1 is this: what's required to improve it? What's required to improve your growth? Question number 2: how must you improve it? How are you going to improve that growth through your consistency? Question number 3, why do you desire to improve it? Why? What is your why in general? And number 4, when will you start improving it? So let's talk about question number 1. Question number 1 is, what's required to improve it? Well, I'm just going to tie that directly to a quote that just goes hand in hand with answering that question, what's required to improve? And that's by E.M. Gray, a great entrepreneur in his day. And basically he says this: the successful person, again, stressing the word successful, the successful person has the habit of doing things that failures don't like to do. Which one are you? Are you successful or are you a failure? Only you can ask that question. So the successful person has the habit of doing things that failures don't like to do. Really, that's the difference between being successful and a failure in your particular profession. Now, the successful person doesn't like doing them either. Okay, a lot of times I don't like doing what's required to be successful. But his dislike, or even my dislike, is subordinated to the strength of our purpose. Purpose meaning, what are your goals? Are you working toward your goal? Because in general, not everybody likes to do what's required to be successful. Here's the thing: the successful person will do it. That's why he's successful. The failure won't do it. That's why he's a failure. So what's required to improve it? It's doing the things required it's doing the things. It's doing the habits that are required on a daily basis. So in answering what's required to do it, it's just doing the habits. And not everybody likes doing it, but the successful folks do it. Question number 2. Question number 2, how must you improve it? How must you improve it? Well, here's how you're going to improve it. I'm going to go over 5 points and then another quote. So the 5 points, the points on how you're going to improve it. The first point is you're going to match your motivation to your personality type. Match your motivation to your personality type. Again, I talk about personality types in my Freight Sales Success Guide, available in my Freight Sales Success Store, but you're going to match your motivation to your personality type. The second point is you're going to start with the simple stuff, as I talked about earlier on the 11 ways to increase your income. Start with the simple ways first. So start with the simple stuff. The third point is you're going to be patient. Not only are you going to be patient, but you're going to start. So start first, do the simple stuff, and be patient as you're doing it. The fourth point, and how must you improve it, is value the process. Just take in this whole process. Remember, this transition, this transformation that you're going through. Value the process. Because as you value the process, you can see what's being required, and each one is different. I mean, we all have different personality types. So we're going to match those personality types to our motivation. So as I said, value the process. Really take that into account as you're going through this. And the fifth is, again, stay consistent. Stay consistent. As Sadi said, all new things are difficult before they become easy. As I said earlier, the most difficult part of building a house is the basement. However, that's the foundation of your work. So the second, how must you improve it? Those 5 points. And remember, all new things are difficult before they become easy. What's the third point? The third question is, why do you desire? Why do you desire to improve? Okay, well, the first thing is having a strong why is going to keep you from going forward when the discipline of learning becomes difficult and discouraging. So let's talk about the why test. The why test. Answer these questions. Just by answering these questions, it's going to indicate the strength of your why and why you're even in this profession to begin with. So question number 1, do you constantly procrastinate on important tasks? If you do, that's not a good thing. Question number 2, do you require coaxing to do small chores? Question number 3, do you perform duties just to get by? During the course of the day, do you do these little remedial duties and then think, okay, I did my duties, now where's the loads? So do you perform duties just to get by? Number 4, do you constantly talk negatively about your work? Number 5, do encouraging efforts of friends irritate you? Number 6, do you start small projects and abandon them quickly? Number 7, do you avoid self-improvement opportunities? Self-improvement is the main thing required. I'll say this right now. You've got to improve yourself as you go through this process. So, do you avoid self-improvement opportunities? As Vince Lombardi quotes in one of his quotes, once you learn to quit, it becomes a habit. Great quote by coach of my favorite team, the Green Bay Packers. Once you learn to quit, it becomes a habit. So why do you desire to improve? Why do you desire to improve? Just answer those 7 questions that I just went over. Let's talk about the fourth question, and that is, when will you start to improve? When will you start to improve and gain some footing utilizing the law of consistency? Well, you'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. That means developing great habits, as I talked about earlier, guys. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments, and that bridge must be crossed every day. Disciplines repeated with consistency every day lead to great achievements over time. I could not quote it better. As Michael Angier states in another great quote, when you develop the habit of success, you make success a habit. I can't stress how important it is that you analyze this document and go over and really take in how important is the law of consistency, because you will not grow if you don't do consistent habits daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. I am a shining example of what it is of someone who's stayed consistent. As you can just see, I do this conference call every week. I train. I'm constantly stressing training and improving yourself. I am an example of what I just went over, the law of consistency and staying consistent. lot of time there, folks, but let's get through these other documents real quick. Let's move on to document number 3. Document number 3, attachment number 3 on the bottom of your invite there states, real quickly, being broke is a choice. If you are broke, you've made the choice to be broke. It's that simple. The question is, what will you do? Okay, what choice will you make to become unbroke? And this goes hand in hand with the topic today, 11 ways freight agents increase their income. Plain and simple. If you're broke, it's your choice. If you're going to be successful, that is your choice too. You make the choice. Let's go on to attachment number 4. Attachment number 4 reads, this basically is a document for you to hang up on your bulletin board or on the wall. Bear with me here. This is something that you're going to hang up on your wall right in front of you every day. And what this says, attachment number 4, is my loads are improving and increasing every day. Let this document just penetrate your mindset, because once you allow it to do that, that's what you'll end up doing. Your loads will improve financially and in number, and they're going to increase every day. So take this. In addition to increasing your income along with our topic today, post this up on your wall and let it penetrate your mind. My loads are improving and increasing every day. Let's move on to attachment 5, and let's go over some reminders here when we're contacting our prospects and our customers. So attachment number 5, guys, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, again, this goes hand in hand with increasing your income, and that is 76% of all Americans live paycheck to paycheck. One more time. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, 76% of all Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Basically, the paycheck that you earn this week is going to pay your bills for the next week, and so on and so on. No savings is established, no investment account. My question to you is, are you in this category? It's a huge category. It's a huge number. 76% of all Americans live paycheck to paycheck. I do not live paycheck to paycheck. Do you? And if you are you going to make the choice to not live, or to not even be in that category? So, if you're going to get out of this category, then take my 11 ways and apply them one by one. Let's go on to attachment number 6, I believe it is. Attachment number 6, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that there are 2 types of freight agents. Again, goes hand in hand with my topic today in increasing your income. There's 2 types of freight agents. The first type is those who get what they desire. Why do they get it? They get it because they do what's required to be successful. So that's the first type of freight agent. The second type of freight agent is everybody else. And I'll tell you this, those who get what they desire is a small bracket of freight agents. Everybody else is a bigger bracket. Which bracket are you in? Are you those that get what you desire, or are you everybody else? Again, you make the choice. 2 types of freight agents: those who get what they desire. They take these 11 ways, they apply them. Everybody else, you just wing it. You know, you have a ho-hum attitude. You might get 1 new contact a week. You may have a customer that you're moving a lot of loads with. You think they're going to stick around for a while, and then you lose them. If that's you, you're in the everybody else category. You make the choice. What type of agent are you, and will you be? Let's move on to the next attachment, guys. I believe that is attachment number 6. Attachment number 6 or 7. And that reads, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that 100% of your freight sales growth depends on selling and following up. And this encompasses so many different areas, but 100% of your growth will depend on you selling and following up. All right? Those 11 ways that I just went over, they all involve you getting on the phone and making contact with the marketplace in different areas, okay? But 100% of your growth will depend on you contacting, building relationships, selling and following up. Not just a small amount, but 100%. Let's move on to that second last attachment. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, to be obsessed about your business. Not to the point where that's all you think about, but be obsessed. Be obsessed about how particular you have to be in contacting the marketplace, in negotiating. Be obsessed, if not obsessed, be obsessed about improving your skills and developing new habits, okay? If you're not obsessed about growth, if you're not obsessed about improving, you're going to be average. You're going to be in that bracket of freight agents of everybody else. So if you're going to be obsessed about your growth and your new habits, you're going to end up in this category of freight agents, those who get what they desire. If you're average, you're down here. You make the choice. What choice are you? Are you going to be obsessed or are you going to be average? Again, you make the choice. Let's move on to the last attachment. Last attachment reads, remember when you're calling your prospects and customers, competition is for sissies. Competition is for sissies. Well, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is don't compete, all right? Don't compete. Now, when you just get going, yes, you have to compete with those, that are on another freight list with you. But your main goal, your ultimate main goal, when you're competing, you're starting, but your ultimate main goal up here is to dominate your space. Dominate your space. I'd like to think, or my goal is to dominate my space in my area of expertise, which is moving animal feed, okay? That is the space that I dominate, all right? You've got to start somewhere, okay? It might be in lumber, it may be in produce, but as you go along, you're going to see that you have a knack for a particular industry. Focus on that industry. Not only focus on it, but over time, contact all the shippers, all the all your new prospects and your new customers in that industry, and dominate it. Don't just let me call this industry, let me call this customer, that prospect from that industry. Focus on a particular industry and dominate it. Once you dominate it, hey, you're going to be the go-to guy in that industry. Does it happen right away? No, it doesn't. But that's your level of progression as you become more and more successful in this profession. So hey, competition is for sissies. Don't compete. Your goal is to dominate your space that you occupy. Great topic today. I can't express how important it is that you continually set goals and increase your income, because as you see your income increase, that means those habits and skills that you're forming are kicking in and they're actually being of value to you. So, in concluding my topic today, I'll say it again. Do you have any questions about what I went over today, or are you ready to join our top producing freight sales team? What do? Give me a call, Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141. Do you desire to receive those attachments that I send out on each conference call that I do consistently every Tuesday? Yes, then go to my website, tedkeysonline.com/contacts. Over to the right, enter your contact details. By doing that, you will receive your weekly email invite to this and every call, in addition to so many other emails that I send out that will get you going and assist you in becoming that successful freight sales agent that you desire. Great topic today. 11 ways freight agents will increase their income. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to having you next week on my Tuesday conference call at the same time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and I take it back, 2 p.m. Pacific Time and 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Ted Keys signing off. Take care. God bless. I'll see you all again next week on my Tuesday conference call. Take care. God bless. And goodbye. You've just taken a tremendous step forward by watching and applying my Tuesday conference call highlight. Do you desire to earn and learn with our top freight team and Christian-based office? Yes? We're searching for a self-starter who's serious, motivated, and ready to take action right now. Is that you? Go to tedkeysonline.com/contacts and enter your contact details. We provide top-notch freight agent sales training to you. Then you deliver those same skills with confidence to the freight industry marketplace. I'll talk to you soon.